It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Botswana president tests positive for COVID-19. The president, Mokgweetsi Masisi of Botswana, which with South Africa was first country to detect the Omicron variant of coronavirus, is isolating after testing positive for COVID-19, said on Monday. The president does not have any symptoms and will continue to receive close medical monitoring by his medical doctors, it said in a statement, adding that the test had been carried out as a matter of routine. The vice president, Slumba Sogane, will replace him until further notice, the statement said. On November 25, South African scientists said that cases of new COVID-19 variant, later called Omicron, had been detected nationally and neighboring Botswana, where Omicron is highly contagious, although there are also signs that it is less likely to cause severe illness compared with previous variants. Researchers have said last week South Africa lifted a nightly curfew that had been in place for 21 months, saying that its latest wave of infections had peaked without a surge in deaths or hospitalizations. Botswana has recently launched booster jabs for people who have already been vaccinated and lowered the age of inoculation to 12. A diamond-rich country the size of France, Botswana has a reputation for political stability and the richness of its wildlife. Masisi, 60, first took office as president in 2018, taking over from Ian Khama, who stepped down after 2 terms in office. He was therefore re-elected in 2019, and now that he has actually been tested positive of COVID-19, he has decided to step aside for the vice president to replace him until further notice.
Due to the incessant killings and attacks by bandits, including other terrorists in the north, a group of northern youth under the umbrella of CNNG, concerned northern Nigerian groups, embarked on a protest 11th of December 2021 within the northern region. The protesters demanded an immediate end to the killings and destruction of properties that is happening in the region. One of the biggest protests that happened in 2021 is the NSAS Memorial Protest that took place in various states in Nigeria, especially within Lagos State. The protest was conducted to mark the first anniversary of NSAS movement, and the protest happened at Unity Fountain in Abuja, and many protesters gathered with big banners carrying different inscriptions. In Lagos State, celebrities and activists joined a car procession within the protest environment at Lekki Toll Gate, and on the 4th of June 2021, thousands of Imo youth went to the streets of Owerri in a peaceful protest against the insecurity challenges that have ravaged the state. The youth also protested against the people that are causing troubles and anarchy in the state. It is important to know that protesters were led by Eric Nwakwe, the special advisor to the governor of Imo State on youth affairs. Members of IMN embarked on a protest on the 12th of June 2021 in Apo Gudu, but police officers in Federal Capital Territory chased them away. Miriam Yusuf, the command spokeswoman, stated that the group and other protesters wanted to incite public disturbance and breach public peace. She also said that the police did not arrest any of the protesters and the protest that happened along Futsua-Gusa Road in Katsina State. Due to attacks carried out by bandits, angry protesters in Katsina State blocked Futsua-Gusa Road. The angry residents blocked the road after bandits killed about 8 persons and kidnapped 17 women at Kanonaki village in Faskari local government area of Katsina State. The protesters used the opportunity to ask the federal government, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, to make more policies that will end the activities of these bandits. Protests by activists after the arrest of some people at Dunamis Church in Abuja. Remember that some activists on the 18th of July 2021 protested at Masaka branch of Dunamis Church in Abuja, and they were demanding for the release of 5 persons arrested near the church by DSS officers. A report disclosed that the 5 persons at the Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja were allegedly arrested on the 4th of July for wearing Buhari Must Go branded t-shirts. And these are the cogent 8 massive protests that happened in the northern and southern parts of Nigeria, within 2021, that caused a whole lot of, cacophony and mayhem in the country. The protests, which was spurred a whole lot of reactions within the country, just like that of the Father Mbaka, who happens to be a renowned prophet of God, that prophesies, most especially things that would happen within in the political affairs. At a particular point in time, he was asked that why does he, meddle into political affairs, by prophesying things about political, and he said that, God, did not specify that this is the only thing, this is a particular thing that must not be prophesied about or talked about. Even politics is part of the things that affect the Christian life and should be prophesied about. And therefore, when he got missing, the church members took it up and came out to protest en masse about his disappearance, thinking that the Muhammadu Buhari-led regime might have involvement in his appearance, and the DSS were forced to make awareness, to talk to them through their spokesman Peter Afunaya, that the Reverend Father was not in their custody, that is the custody of the DSS, and before it was now later known that it was a Catholic bishop that actually invited Father Ejike Mbaka. And also the Yoruba Nation protest led by Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, for an Oduduwa Republic as well. We remember that it was really massive then, as they were saying that they wanted to break away from Nigeria to have their own nation before the DSS invaded the house of the lead person, which is Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. They went to bust his house at about 1 a.m. and he fled away from the country and has been at the facility of the Benenois Palace. And also the protest of the CNG, that is the Concerned Northern Nigerians group, who embarked to demand the immediate end to the killings and destruction of the people in the region, and also the NSAS protest, among other, and therefore also a peaceful protest that the youth came out to talk about the insecurity challenges that they are facing, especially in Imo State. The Islamic movement of Nigeria did the same, and also the activists that were arrested at by the DSS for wearing Buhari Must Go to the Dunamis Church. Thanks for listening.